It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. And the Cowboys, and it's coming up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out. Roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Time for Dak Prescott of the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're sixes.
He finds his man complete. That's Buchanan. That one a first down pickup of 8. Prescott off play action. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there taken in by Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little. I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. And put it through the pipes.
So here come the for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 110 yards in the score.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now, the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him out of the end zone in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Gets it off to Freeman. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Chris Rumpf in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott now. A dump off to Elliott. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
These two teams all tied after 1. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting. What they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides. To walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Left side, Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding room to the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 23 yards on the play.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. On 1st down, it's Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Looking deep for Elliott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Prescott. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Vikings pick up the football. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on first down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Let's go, come on.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling. A first down throw for Prescott. And this will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Prescott yet again. This is caught. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get started down. And it's the Chiefs who are out in...
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Again to Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this belongs to the Vikings. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He finds his man, complete. That's Freeman. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Rolling to his right. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And some room to roam now. And he's got this down to the 35. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Cook. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. They run the counter with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Well, Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboys score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Coup for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A give, this is Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down at 5. They run it again with Cook. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 35. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Handoff comes to Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on second down. On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On first down, Cook. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Minnesota, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7, and they will head